quiet in here, dude. Like, nobody in here. Careful with your rubbish.
Wins. Right, Gabby's just filming.
The big guy thinks you need a little more help. A naughty kid feel like flirting.
Wait, what? You mean a coal elf?
He'll need you Carol. Oh, I'm sure everything will be fine. Okay, pour it, Tiny. Okay, a coal
Tinsel? You don't need any help.
Several days later.
This vlog is probably going to be really mishmash because it's going to contain footage from the last 2 weeks. Well, 3 weeks. I just never got around to editing what the clips I had together. There's things in it just because things have been a little hectic. I haven't felt good. I've had IBS issues, like an array of things. Things have just been busier than usual here, between little one getting sick, getting back into school routine, things at school, his school changing for one reason or another, which has meant focusing on getting little one settled. Lots of things have been going off. And then they add things like inset days. So today is an inset day for him. Which is just what it is. So I've actually planned for us to go to Alton Towers. So I'm ready to go and do that. I do need to like tidy up the sides and stuff. I'm trying to do that when I get back before I lay down and pass out because I don't feel 100%. I am really quickly going to take some meds before we go. Yeah, hopefully this vlog makes a little bit of sense, but if it doesn't, I will probably do a voiceover trying to explain as much of it as I can. But let's go and entertain little one at Alton Towers, shall we? Right, so we are on the way to get the munchkin. Not the munchkin, I have the munchkin. Thanks, dude. Seriously. On the way to get a baba so that we can go to AT, Alton Towers. Yeah, today is going to be an interesting day because he hadn't long woken up when I got there, which is unlike him. So hopefully by the time we get there, he's chill until we get there, and then hopefully it's not too busy when we get there because it's an inset day. It's a normal day for everybody else, but an inset day for him. So hopefully that means it's not too busy when we go. You're coming. Okay. I'm gonna concentrate on driving as I look at the baba, as Nathan calls him, the baba. Partially because the few occasions he's met, or the one occasion he's met my granddad, he calls him the baba's baba, which is kind of amusing to me. But my granddad and my dad look just enough alike that I think it confuddles him. But anyway, this is so okay. I'm imagining things. Anyway, talking to myself because I'm mentoring, trying to do stuff. I have everything ready to go for the most part. I just need to get Baba and set the sat nav. So we'll see you when we get there.
Oh, $4. We have to look around and see if anything matches what we see on our map. Oh, I think we could do that all together. So everybody, stay where you are and take a good look around and see if you can see anything that matches our map. Now, should we head this way first, Becky? Now, squirrels, what can you see over here?
3 days later.
Good morning. So, it's been an interesting few days. Sorry, I'm waiting for the hot water to kick in. I haven't disappeared up this morning again. It's just things got a tad hectic. And little one started to struggle a little bit, so that was my focus. And I'm still working on getting the vlog of everything up for the next few days. So, and obviously with my birthday coming up, it's one of those things. I had actually planned to sit down what I want for my birthday video, just never happened. So I'll probably do a what I got for my birthday, or at least some of what I got for my birthday video, because I don't always share everything. But we shall see what happens. First things first, though, I need to soak several things that just need while I put this away, and then I'm going to do the dishes for these, and then I'll probably re-soak these extra pieces as well. I had planned to go out to Alton Towers today, but that never happened for one reason or another. It just didn't happen. So I'll probably try and go another day, but we'll see. I'm trying to think what else is going off at the moment. So my birthday is in 9 days. Yeah, 9 days. We have a trip to Birmingham for an event that we're going to on the 16th, which is this coming Friday. I'm trying to think what else there is. Little one finishes. Oh, I'm going to my friend Amy's on the Monday, but I probably won't film much of that just because she has 2 small boys, my little nephews, and I don't really want to film them, as I don't really film little ones, so I'm not going to film those little ones. I'm trying to think what else there is. Can you tell I've been poorly because stuff hasn't been done? My dad, bless him, has tried. It's just with his brain injury and stuff, it's not always his best thing at doing. So he does what he remembers and he can, and then I do the rest when I'm feeling better. That is actually my gym bottle, so that can go up there for now. I'm trying to think if there's like anything major I need to fill you guys in on. I don't think there is. Oh, little one turns 13, and I call him little, but he's actually taller than me at this point, so you know, not really little, but he thinks it's funny, and that's what matters. I haven't really heard of my grandparents, but that's not particularly new. It'll be interesting to see if my birthday is remembered this year, considering it is a big birthday. I know Dad has messaged everybody, but we'll see. Guess I should email them myself, being 30 this year. So, I mean, to be fair, I'm a freaking adult in the relationships anyway. But just to be like, hey, it's birthday week, so if you want to plan something with me, I kind of need to know or like you want to see me in the next few weeks, whatever, I can meet you somewhere, those sort of things. But we'll see. And I'll spend my actual birthday with my family, my mom, my dad, little one. I will try and have a vlog up for that day, because obviously that is the day I normally post. Just trying to get back on top of things again with not feeling well. So I got a cold and a migraine at the same time, which completely debilitated. I'm still not caught up. Completely took me out of commission. Let's just try simpler words, Gabby, because your brain's still not working properly, apparently. Yeah. Okay. I know I got questions about extended family. Do I have any? I do. I have a great aunt, a second cousin on my dad's side. I've never actually met them, like beyond being tiny baby, and honestly we don't have a relationship. They've never reached out, they don't contact me and my dad. They haven't sustained a relationship with my dad, so dad is sort of meh about it, not particularly phased one way or the other, and has never particularly pushed for me to have a relationship with these people. So I just realized that when I said my dad is not pushing for me to have a relationship with like my great aunt, my second cousin, etc., it might come off like they're bad people or they had a bad relationship with my dad prior. That is not the case, or at least my dad has never implied that is the case. It's just life changes, things change, and before my dad had me, he used to have jobs that meant he could travel more. Now, obviously, as he's got older and things have changed between having me and his own health issues, those sort of things, traveling constantly up and down the country to see family who aren't necessarily able to or willing to travel to you makes it slightly more difficult. And it's just happened to be that it was easier for him before, in his early 20s to and late teens, to travel because he had a car and he was driving and those sort of things, but he had no commitments. He was very independent, so he could go and travel and see them easily and spend time with them, those sort of things. Obviously, when I was born, things changed, and so it became a little bit more difficult. And also, my dad had to weigh up pros and cons of traveling up with a small child to go see them, and having those relationships. And for my dad, it just didn't necessarily make sense to travel to people who weren't necessarily willing or able to do the same. And so it's just those relationships have drifted. Now, as I've got older, because I simply haven't had a relationship with them, I haven't reached out, I haven't tried. That doesn't mean if one day, hey, they reached out and said, hey, we'd really love to get to know you and reconnect with your dad and stuff, we wouldn't be open to it. It's just, as at this point in time, that hasn't been the case. Obviously, my granddad moved away when I was 10. And for a period of time, he would kind of meet us halfway. We'd meet and do things. We'd go stay with him, those sort of things. Earlier in life, because my grandmother has always lived closer, we have been able to travel and see her. We're now in a phase of life where she comes to us more than anything. That doesn't mean in the future that won't change. We won't go to her more, vice versa, whatever. It's just one of those things. But no, when it comes to extended family, it's just simply that distance happened, life changed, health changed, and we just haven't been in contact. So it's not that they're bad people or my dad had a bad relationship or anything prior to me being born. If anything, from what my dad has said of them in the past, they had a pretty decent relationship. But as the generation that my great aunt, my grandmother, grandfather are, relationships and how you interacted as adult relationships were different. And so it's just been, my dad has realigned his priorities after my birth and decided that it wasn't sustainable for him to keep traveling up there with me and working up and down the country to maintain those relationships. So yeah, I'm sure my dad asks about them, and with my grandma and those sort of things. I don't know what they know about me through my grandmother. I don't know what my grandmother says about me, my dad, Greg. I don't know if my uncle Greg has a relationship with these people. It's just we don't. That doesn't necessarily mean good or bad. It's just one of those things of life. And I just thought I'd put it out there because I realized as I was editing this back, it kind of come across like me saying my dad never pushed for me to have a relationship with these people meant something bad, and that wasn't the case. It was just life and how he decided what was and wasn't important. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, I have aunts. I have 3 aunts on my mum's side. And I did have a couple of years of relationship with them, but that quickly changed. Lots of reasons. Well, 2 of those I had relationships with. The older aunt, I don't, because she didn't want to supply a picture of my grandfather to me, so I decided she wasn't worth my time. Whether my mom has relationships with those people, I honestly couldn't tell you. Last I knew, she wasn't talking to them, but God knows. And then obviously there's my grandparents and my 2 uncles on my dad's side. One of which is 6 years my junior. Yes, it's a very weird, convoluted family dynamic, but it is what it is. But that is... Oh, and then I have 3 cousins on my mom's side. All of which are younger than me, because they come from my younger aunts. And that's the family dynamic, not that we really see them. My mom does have foster siblings, well, adopted foster siblings, but we don't really have contact with them. Just things happen. Whether we will in the future, I don't know. Just at this point, we don't. I don't entirely know if that's a choice on my mother or of them or what. But yeah, that's the family dynamic, as I have been asked. It's a little strange, just because obviously we have family that is, uncles and stuff that are younger than me, younger than the niece, but it is what it is. Oh, I have a step grandmother, and that's it. Her family, I doubt would consider me family, so then again, I don't have much contact with them, so I wouldn't actually know the answer to that question if they did or not. It's quite possible that they do. But I wouldn't know because I don't really have any communication with them. So, but yeah, there's lots of people I need to try and get hold of and basically figure out if I'm seeing anybody for my birthday. But that is a kind of here by then issue for now. I know it's important that I have contact with, for my dad in particular, it's important to him that my grandparents at least try with me. So I will try and reach out and just see if they want to at least have a phone call with me some point this week or something. Other than that, nothing overly interesting family-wise or plan-wise. I do want to go see the amateur. It's just whether I go today or another day. I've got to figure out. So I'm rambling now, but I filled you in on the family dynamic and all those wonderful things. Now I'm going to transfer all the clips I've got on my phone to my computer. And we're going to go from there, because I actually don't know how much footage I've got that I just haven't finished editing together.